Hello and welcome. My name is Nafula. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. And today I have an update on a bill that has been proposed, and it's most likely is going to go into law. So this bill affects people who applied for the green card lottery, or people who are planning to apply for the green card. For the most part, is the people who are planning to apply for the green card lottery in the future. If you've been following stuff about the green card lottery, a lot of the application, usually it's free, unless somebody's just charging you, for the service. But actually the green card lottery application in itself, it's free. And the DS260 as well has been free for all these years. You just, get a host address and then you complete the DS260. Then you submit it, unless, like I said again, somebody's helping you with the service of actually completing the form for you, then they can charge you. But actually submitting the form in itself, it's free. The bill that has been proposed is like this. So now application for the DV lottery is free. So you will be required to pay $250 to apply for the DV lottery. So it goes from $0 to $250 to apply. And if you've been watching my videos, you've remember when I said, the president is so hard to get rid of the DV lottery, because it's something that's written into the immigration law. So changing it, or getting rid of it, it's a headache. So what the president can do, they can put other stuff or other policies or other requirements into place that limits the amount of people, the number of people coming or immigrating using the DV lottery. And this is one of it, where application is going to be $250. So in other words, people who are poor, especially in Africa, how many people can afford $250 to apply for something that you're not guaranteed that you're going to win? So a lot of people are not going to apply for that reason. The second thing is for the DS260. Like I said, DS260 currently you apply at $0. It's going to be $400. So $400 to actually apply or to submit your DS260, which is the application for the immigrant visa. So we're talking about $650, and that is not even, you just apply for the immigrant visa. So it doesn't guarantee that you're going to get the 2NL. So which means if you have a high case number, chances are very high you can spend that money and still not get invited for an interview, which means it's going to be a waste of your money. You see, a lot of people, that is going to be a deterring factor, where somebody will be like, why am I spending $650? I'd rather just start a business, right? So this program is turning out to be for people who are actually wealthy, people from rich countries, people from well-off countries. But the people who are really, the diversity portion of it, I don't think it's going to be diverse, because it's just going to be people from well-to-do families or well-to-do countries. So that's one. So that's the changes that are coming up. And the visa fee, still $235 that's paid at the embassy or when you're here, and also $330 that's paid for the interview itself at the consulate if you're doing your interview abroad. So that's a lot. And the people that I talk to, the people that I host, the people that I help, actually, a good number of them were not going to be able to afford that, which is sad. Like I said, this program is turning out to be for people who are more advantaged in the society. That's the new changes that are coming up. And like I said, he could put more changes in it. They can say maybe now qualifying educational level is high school. Maybe you can decide to go crazy and say, we're gonna do it okay, you have to have a college degree to actually immigrate on a diversity visa. So guys, if you've not gone to school, guys, go to college, because if you're planning to come over here, I think it's trying to make it in such a way that the highly educated, highly wealthy people come to America, and not just everybody. So if you're planning to stay back home, then this does not affect you in any way. Just do whatever you're doing right now. But if you're planning to come here in the future as a student, immigrate on other various things, then this is something that you should think about. Another thing is also the fees. There's some people who apply for asylum. Now it's $1,000 to apply for asylum. So you're running away from your country, you come here to apply for asylum, and then it's $1,000. So you have to ask yourself, if you're running away from a country, probably a war-torn country, you have to understand that you cannot work here without a work permit. So you need to actually get your asylum case going to get a work permit to work to afford their $1,000. But then now you have to apply, you have to pay for their $1,000 before we even start working. So how are these people gonna get their $1,000? So those, you're trying to get rid of a lot of people, a cruel yet like it looks like a legal way. So that's another thing. If you're an asylum, you should keep in mind, like the fees went up. And then also, like if you're applying for like visas, like people who have work permits and then they to renew like a year or whatever, now you have to renew every 6 months. So for your work permit, you have to pay, I think it's 550. Lawyers maybe probably know a good like the exact amount. It's about like 550 every 6 months to apply for a work permit every 6 months, which is whoa, yeah, that's a lot. And then also like I think people who have like cases going, I don't know, there's something, maybe like if they're on they're going to court or whatever, you pay $900 every time. And then usually all this money, what all this money is trying to do, they'll put all that money, the money they're gonna get from the DV lottery, that's like $250, and the $400 that's added on top of what was before, they're gonna take that money and then they're gonna put it into immigration and border patrol. So you're talking about like you're funding the people who are gonna get you deported. So you take that money, put it into the ICE or IBP, and then hire more people to actually find you and deport you. America, before it was easy to come here, like what I'm gonna say, like now, like bro, like I don't know, like coming here is gonna be the most toughest country to actually immigrate to. Like if you're coming here on an immigrant visa or non-immigrant or whatever visa you're coming with, like look at Harvard University. Like there's Harvard University where they're having issues with the president. Maybe there's something they're not complying with whatever he's saying, so they decide to cancel like all the international student visas. Like how do you do that? You have to think about these people. Maybe somebody, a PhD, maybe they're in their 6th year, and education is expensive in America, so they've been paying for all this time, and then now you're gonna come and say, okay, I'm gonna cancel your visa in your 6th year of study and you graduate next year. Like make that make sense. I don't know, but like I said, I'm not an immigration lawyer. I'm just here, I'm a rambler and a noisemaker on YouTube. But anyhow, those are the changes that are gonna be applied soon, so you need to pay attention to that and follow up for updates. Keep in touch with what's happening with the US immigration stuff, especially if you plan to immigrate to America. Okay, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel and see you in my next video.